Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome back to some more Warframes online. Now, it's been a while since I've done a video actually on Vault. It's the last time I did a video was probably pre, the 8.8 or 8.7. So a lot's changed in that time. I mean, we've had the overhaul of Vault, and you might have heard me, I'm going to say I've been moaning about Vault and what they've done to the frame. Because I'm annoyed, you know, I'm annoyed what they've done. I think, you know, my opinion, I think that they need to sort out the frame and they need to rectify it because, you know, you've got Warframes. I mean, I said in my last video that, you know, there's going to be an overhaul of the other frames as well. Like, you know, let's have a look for a start. Let's see, I reckon they're going to do Nova. And they're going to do the frames and probably, I don't know about Mag Prime, but because they've already learnt from Mag. And Mag's had the overhaul, but they're probably going to overhaul. They are going to overhaul the frames because every single one so far has had a revision, apart from the new frames, including Vault. And it was probably Vault's revision that actually, for me, it's probably ruined the frame for me, really, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I am aware of some of the dojo weapons, the electricity rifle, that actually, when using the shield, when you're using Vault shield, it's 100% red damage every single shot. Now that is appealing. I mean, I can see why they're doing that. I can see why, because at the moment the shield is sort of pretty pointless. I don't use it. It's pointless. I never even use it. I just haven't really found a use for it. You know, like I said, I mean, I've got enough shields and armor anyway. Now, my playing style really is, you know, doing defense and just battling through, just killing as much as I can and just tanking through stuff. And I've taken out the other moves on my frame, as you know. And for me, Vault was probably one of the first frames that I actually really sort of committed to. And, you know, and I went all out on this frame. Now, obviously a lot's changed since I know what you're thinking. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I had a problem with the frame originally, and Warframes very kindly reimbursed me with some former because there was an issue with the formering process. It didn't former properly. And then when they added the Aurora card, that gave me 14 upwards of what I currently had. So if you take that away, I then have enough to max out all these cards to maximum. But with the Aurora card, that's actually put me 18 over. So, you know, if I started after the point of Aurora cards, then I would have never had to do that extra former anyway. Do you sort of see what I'm getting at? But look, I'm not worried about that. You know, I know the game's in development, and I know there's probably going to be more changes that might infect it even more. Now, as you can see, I've got a few cards I need to max out. Look, I've just gone with all the power cards for now. I mix these all up every now and again, but you know what? Today, I want to have all the power cards out because I want to talk about the ultimate move more than anything. And now, one of the key factors for me picking Vault was the ultimate move. The ultimate move is epic. Well, let's rewind a little bit. Was epic, but no longer. And I really enjoyed it. Against, doesn't matter what, you know, Corpus, Infestation, it just worked really well and I really enjoyed it. Now there's two things that's happened here at the same time, pretty much. Let's say within a month. We had the overhaul of Vault, which has added a really annoying thing to Vault with the cast time. And then we had the latest patch update. It was actually probably the previous patch, actually, with all fairness, when they increased the armor ability of all enemy. I don't know if you noticed that now, that you can actually it's harder to kill. So it's almost like a double nerf on your bloody Warframe. I mean, okay, I'm not worried about the enemy increase because it was a bit easy. It was easy to kill things. You know, I'm not denying that. But coinciding with this other sort of issue that Vault has now has just really sort of, you know, made me move away from Vault now and actually probably going towards Nova. I'm going to be honest with you, Nova seems to be my favourite so far, to the point where I've actually gone I don't know how many times I've done it. I think just once, I think, so far. Yeah, just once. Got power cards on there. I swapped the power cards out. I'm probably going to max this card out, actually, guys, because with Nova, if you want to go in rounds and just kill everything, and particularly, actually, do you know what? It works well in high wave defense as well, where you can just keep, you know, blasting everything and taking everything out. I mean, once you get to them higher waves, obviously they're not going to die, obviously, because the level goes up. But I'm thinking about it, and you know what's putting me off? Because I committed to a Warframe last time, Vault, and what happened? Aurora got added. Okay, I can get over that. They did the overhaul of the frame, which just ruined the cast time. The cast time's horrendous. And alongside that, we had the increase in enemy rank or enemy HP, one or the other. I didn't see it in any of the notes, but I've clearly noticed it. Either that or every single frame's got weaker, one or the other. So we're going to do a few rounds now. I've gone with the Soma. Do you know, I've sort of delayed a couple of videos because I'm trying to build some stuff in the dojo at the moment. Not build rooms, weapons. And you know what it's like. I've been building some Fieldrons. Well, let me rephrase that. 10 of them for a weapon that I want. And it takes 12 hours to do each one. You know, you work it out yourself. I mean, I could build the Flux Rifle. I can pretty much build anything right now, actually, with all fairness. I could build that. I've only got one more to go, which is building. I could build the Supra. But I'm holding out. I'm holding out for the electricity rifle. It has a 20-meter range. I can't remember the bloody name of it now. But anyway, you'll see it. Hopefully it's going to be in the next video. I'm nearly there. I just need to research a couple more components. Look, if you're in the clan, guys, do me a favour. Go into the dojo and contribute as much as you possibly can to the weapons, because we're getting close. We're about probably we just probably need a few more donations by a few more people, and we get there. So we're getting there. But I'm holding out for that. So I'm sort of planning ahead at the moment and building all the Fieldrons and getting everything ready. So I've got all the resources and everything. And that's been my sort of, you know, I've been working hard towards that with all fairness. Now, Somar really likes this weapon. Once again. And I've formed it twice so far. Really like it. Good weapon. I've been working on my serration. I'm nearly at the top of serration and nearly on my maximum on my shields as well now. So I'm getting there slowly but surely. In fact, actually, what I decided to do, because I felt like my focus was on too many cards, I've now said to myself, although I know I'm going to agree with you, I'm going to disagree with myself here. I'm actually maxing out the shield card first, even though shields is pretty much irrelevant, really, because you're better off having it on serration than you want shields if you're not dying, if you know what I'm saying. If that makes obvious sense, but I've just committed to the card. To the point where now, I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, I'm nearly, what, 3/4 away, nearly. And obviously my serration's about down here, so you know how many cores that takes, guys. This horrendous amount. So it's probably going to take me another week or so, maybe 2 weeks to get to the top. But I'll get there in the end. You know, once I've done that one, I'm going to move over to serration. Now, I do have 2 serration cards, obviously, because I've got one for my Death Cube as well, and my assault rifle. But at the same time, I've been working on my carrier. That's sort of irrelevant, really. Never dies anyway. I've actually put the 30% damage for infestation, because I've been doing Ixidos and Io and Jupiter and all them sort of planetary systems that, actually, do you know what? Obviously, I'm going for infestation, so it makes logical sense. Just got some damage on there, multi-shot. I haven't really spent much time on these ones, really, because I've got another set of shotgun cards on the shotgun. But as I'm not using them both at the same time, it's not a major issue. But at the moment, low rank, I'm not really bothered about it at the moment. The only reason I'm really using it is for the carrier pickup, which is pretty cool, actually. Particularly if you're using a gun that depletes a lot of ammo. Particularly, well, like the Somar, for instance. You know, if you're doing defense, it depletes a lot of ammo. And sometimes you don't get the time when you're doing let's say, for instance, you're in a cluster, right, of enemy, and you cast your ability, right, you use it, you've got nothing left. A man's down on the floor, yeah? And then if enemy dies like 10 or 4 feet away from you and he drops some energy, you automatically pick that up without walking towards it. And it could be a lifesaver, in fact, in them scenarios. And you might be picking up ammo you vitally need and you haven't got time to pick up. Now, am I saying that I'm necessarily going towards the carrier over the Death Cube? I don't know. I'm on the fence. I mean, I think when I get it up to maximum rank and I've got some good cards on there, you know, I'll maybe change my mind. I think how I would probably play it, I would probably play the Death Cube for a more defensive Warframe, because it can shoot from long range and you can shoot from long range, and But I think the carrier where it works well, if you had like a tank where you want to just boss in there for them scenarios, very good at, you know, obviously close range, high damage. And not only that, you know, it's not going to shoot very far, obviously. The range on it's not good. But at the same time, you've got that ability of picking things up around you when you are tanking in there. And you need to pick them things up because you may be protecting the teams. That obviously makes, I'm sure that makes some sort of sense. Now, I've got a couple of new weapons as well. Got this thing. What do I think of it? Like I said, I'm not really sure on it, really. Still not quite sure. Slow fire rate. I'm not really keen on it at the moment. The Beast. I've got this as well. Still not 100% certain that. It's easier to tell when you get to maximum rank, because I was very sort of premeditated to say that I liked a weapon before, but now I'm a bit more skeptical. You know, give it a good try, get it to 30, you know, see what you think about it. Looks pretty cool. Certainly, probably, I don't know if it's as big as the Gram. It's pretty big, isn't it? I must admit, it's pretty size. It looks nice. Animation's nice on it. I'll give him that. It does look very good. So, purpose anyway. Just we're gonna go on something easy, just for the demonstration. Well, actually, it'd be good to go somewhere easy than to demonstrate both sort of things I'm sort of going on about. Now, I'm probably going to experience extreme lag here, guys, because I'm going to click on play now, so I host. So everyone else experiences the lag. I'm probably going to have to do something quite nasty here, guys, and probably exit the game halfway through. Now, purpose is really to... Well, you can see where I am in the game, and also really to talk about Vault, because Vault was a big part of my videos at one point until these changes. Now, and you know, I'm annoyed. I'm just really hoping that Warframe's... Oh, should we go in there yet? He'd be fine. Hopefully Warframes actually do something about it, you know, and just go back and go, okay, probably went a little bit too far there. Why they had to make that calculation to do that, you know, why I had to make the cast time so long? Show, I mean. Safest sort of place. Right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 seconds. That is the... And while you're hanging there, possible death is pretty much imminent, really. I'm going to be perfect... You know, while you're hanging there, if you think you're going to do what Vault was very good at, bossing in there and saving the day, forget about it, because you're going to be sitting there for 10 seconds, and 10 seconds is long enough to die, even with the shields and the capacity I've got. So, that is my issue at the moment. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. You have to change your playing style now because of the cast time. Where before... Right, there we are, we're on the floor. Where before, what you could do, what I used to love about Vault, it was almost like... It was like Nova. It was on par with Nova, really, with all fairness. I would say Nova and Vault would have been similar frames. High, you know, good power, good abilities, lots of kills. You know, enjoyable frame. And now what's happened is you've made that transition where Nova now, for me, is the better frame. You know, if I go head to head with the same power cards of Vault v Nova, Nova's going to cane me. There's no doubt about that. I cannot compete because the cast times. Got me left. Oops. Just can't compete. Not at all. It's on, Nova's on a different level. As you can see, we have no health, and I'm 33 away from death. Do you know, that's the other thing. I mean, we haven't really spoke about it, the leeches and the other things, you know. What do I think about them? I don't know if you've experienced it yet, guys. If you haven't played for a while, you get leeches now that leech your health and stuff like that. And
multiple biosignatures detected.
when it first happened to me, I mean, I didn't read the patch notes, obviously. And, a bit of aiming. It's always difficult when you're trying to do commentary and try and focus on the actual gameplay as well. Really do some health here. Up here maybe. See if I could. There's a couple of, sometimes a couple of lockers and stuff up here, so it's worth having a look. Nope. Down the shaft.
Multiple targets ahead. Leave no one standing.
Might die. Oh, lucky. What I try to do now, I've tried to not deplete as... Is he still alive? No. Try not to deplete as much ammo, because the downside with the... When I say downside, you got them two modes, didn't you? You know? Individual shot mode and panic mode, depending on what sort of, you know, how you want to play. Now you can just, that's a good thing about, that's what I like about the Somar. It is a very good weapon, I do like it, and because you can use that 1-2, just fire a couple of shots, or you can just go ballistic if you want to. A bit of both, a bit of spraying. Fire, not a problem. Your stuff down here. Gonna reload while I'm here. Can't really stay long in here, guys, because obviously the video is gonna... Oh look, we've got some more energy over there. Well, I've got energy drainers as well at the moment, which is draining my energy, which is really annoying.
Multiple biosignatures detected. We've got infected.
So you might as well just use... This is the sort of scenario where you just got to use it because it's draining down. I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not. In the air doing electricity while I'm dead. Oh, there we are. That wasn't really a good example, but... Would I have got away with that with Somar? I think I might have done, you know? Then again, 33 health left with no shields is pretty blooming low, isn't it? Luckily, I've got my armor card out at the moment. I'm assuming it's not depleting my armor. That'd be blooming annoying. I'll tell you what, I don't know if you've noticed the same thing, because if you play Warframes, one thing I don't like, which is irritating me slightly lately. Now, I've been experiencing lag, and it's been happening over the past, since the last update, on my home PC, my work PC, my laptop, you know, between AMD and Nvidia. So I know it's nothing to do with, you know, PC. It's not bad all the time, sometimes it's just mild, you know. I'll get away with that one. Oh, die. Sometimes it seems longer, sometimes it seems like they're there for about half an hour. Pick up some stuff. You really notice the difference when you've got the carrier and you take the carrier off and you've got your def cube back on. Although you're shooting things from long range and, you know, you do seem to... The handy thing about the carrier, why it works quite when I pick Nova, is because it's got long range. Once you do your, you know, your chemical reaction thing, it doesn't matter how far away you are, you know that, you know... Uh-oh, might die. you know that the death cube is going to trigger the reaction because it's got the range. If you've got the shotgun, you've got to be within range. That makes any sense to, you know, to trigger the reaction. So if you've done the chemical reaction, they're over there by that pillar. You've now got to rely on you shooting it. I know that might say sometimes, you know, you need to react fast to things and you need to do things quickly. And having the death cube equipped has that advantage. I think there's still, you know, there's a good balance between Sentinels. That's one thing they've got right. Is there a good balance between weapons? I suppose there is. It's fair to say, yeah, good balance. Oh. Run this way, sometimes one runs this way. Green stuff. There. Oh, green stuff. Got to be careful actually in this one because obviously having no shields causes that. $100 left. I'm not going to do another cast now unless I find some more energy. Unless I can get very lucky. Probably not, am I? I'm going to run out of cast time now unless they come in like right now. You have to cast straight away. Might die. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Green stuff on the floor. Get back to the core. Now, look, I wouldn't normally do this, guys. I'm not going to normally run in there. I don't know, am I trying to prove a point? What am I I don't know, I just want to... oh, he's died. I'm not paying attention at all here, guys. I'm chatting away, but... look, I think my point is... is he dead? The casting time. That's what I wanted to show. What you can and can't do now. Why I don't like Vault as much as I did. Because that casting time... before, I could just go cast, electrocute, 1, 2, land on my feet and run, move out the way. Now, I've got to plan it. I've got to make sure that I'm miles away from them before I cast, and if I'm close, this is the best place for Vault to cast, because this is electrical conduits here. You get the just a bit of a mow down here. You get you know, over by that electrical area, you get the lights basically cause the electricity to do a charge Vault. So this is the best place for Vault to electrocute, use his move, because I get sort of double power, if you know what I mean, because of these this electrical area. But look, saying that, I mean, the point of the video is not me just dying all the time. It was more to say, just to show you what I'm getting on about, what I can do with other frames that I can't do with Vault. You know, and that sort of frustrates me a little bit because I love this frame. This is my favourite frame. I spent absolutely a stupid amount of time on this frame. You know, ranking it up, getting it to where I want it to be. You know, really pleased with the frame. And then what happens? They do that casting time thing, and I couldn't believe it. It was, for me, it was just like, whoa, you know. Oh no! There's cores up there as well. Some ways you're probably not better off not picking up the cores until you're ready, because I'm picking up these cores. Sorry, the energy. Because I'm picking up the energy now. Actually, I might even be able to do one more move. So now what you've got to really do is to calculate... Uh-oh. Maybe now? What do you reckon? Now I might die. I might die now. Oh my god. Well, like I said, I'm hoping that they realise their ways and go back to Vault and say, look, you know, that cast time, we need to sort that out, guys, because that's just not in line with the other frames at the moment. Nova, its cast time's much faster. You know, in fact, doing about probably more damage, if anything. It's just better. But at the same time, I sort of don't really want to commit to that frame neither, because I'm thinking, what happens if they do a revision on that as well? Then I'm thinking that I've just committed on that frame, and then what's happened? I'm gonna die. What do you reckon? Dead. Now look, like I said, purpose of the video is just to show the fact that it's more about Vault and the cast time, really, and because, you know, I've sort of avoided the video, hoping the fact that someone went, oh my god, yeah, it is bad, we really need to sort that out. Oh, the gun's got stuck down firing.
Time to evacuate.
A bit weird, isn't it? So, like I said, you know, I still did alright in that round. I did 50% of the damage, and that's probably because of that conduit I was in, doing a heavy amount of damage with the Vault move. Can you say, you know, you could argue and say, look, okay, you know, you picked up the most stuff, so obviously I was doing the right thing there. I killed quite a lot there. I died about 5 times, didn't I? Pretty horrendous. I took a massive amount of damage, and I did 50% of the damage in the round. But look, at the end of the day, for me, I enjoy Warframes for the frame. Do you know, I enjoy playing, you know, I like frames that I can go and play a mission and enjoy it, you know. For me now, even in game rank, I mean, I look at in-game rank and I could just rank up other weapons. I mean, I've got all the melee weapons, I've got all the I've got every weapon. I think that some of them are not a maximum rank. I think I can continue with them to get a maximum rank to do me in-game rank, because I think that I'll rather pick a frame, make it really good, you know, which, or, you know, give it the ability to, you know, give it the ability to have the maximum power. And the problem I've got, look, I did this ages ago, way before, what, 8.6, miles down the line. This wasn't it. There's new cards out now that I can't even equip. So look, if I give you an example, one I wanted to equip, let's say for instance, the one I was looking at earlier that I'm actually going to start ranking up. I did say, can't even find it. It's the one that converts energy and converts health. That one. I'm going to rank that up because I see that as a card that could be pretty blooming handy. If you've got a frame like Nova, which you're using a lot of the ability. Now having the ability to regain from both health and energy, because sometimes there's wasted energy lying about and wasted. It's good to convert it and it's good to gain something from it. Now, obviously, this card wasn't available when I set this up, so I would actually say, right, I want to get rid of shield recharge, but I had to put shield recharge. I had to polarize the slot because I didn't have enough. But when they added this, it increased it and put it over. So, you know, I'm stuck in this situation now, really, with Vault, where there's no point me really changing anything here. You know, I just think, why? Just leave it until they sort. Until I have the day when I come back to Vault and I go, yeah, they've sorted out that cut. The cast time's gone down now. It's much better. It's in line with Nova. Unless they do the revision with Nova, maybe Nova's cast time's going to go up to 10 seconds. If it did, it'd be fair, but I would be annoyed as well because I now like Nova. I mean, I'm actually thinking, my thinking now is actually, do you know what? I like Nova. Though it's pretty blooming cool. Fast, great ultimate abilities, you know, fantastic. That's all you need to say really, isn't it? Because you could you can make her the rest by just, you know, just by going on cards. You know, you can, you see what I mean? I can make, I'm actually thinking about making, I'm going to make this blank. I might as well. I know about this one, but I can't actually take that off. Because it's given me 5 up, because it was 15 up. If I try and take it off, I haven't got enough slots to even contain these cards. So I have to actually have that on there, just so I can equip the cards. But look. So a lot's been going on. I've got a lot more work to do. And, you know, I'm in that, you know, time now where it's just about getting as many fusion cores as I possibly can. I mean, if I had 50,000, maybe 100,000, I'll be nearer where I want to be anyway. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that was just a sort of a bit. It was an update on Vault, really. I sort of didn't started the video thinking that I really didn't want to sort of say anything bad about Vault, because at the same, you know, this is where the game started for me, and it's the most favourite frame. I was doing loads of defends with it, and now I feel like, you know, I've held out for a while before I did this video, and I just really hope that you sort that cast time out. I really do, because they need to put it in line with the other frames. It's such a shame that it had to be, you know, 10 seconds. It's just too long. I mean, if you're going up against enemies with guns, imagine what it's like when you're sitting in the air for 10 seconds. You're probably going to die again. You know, catch-22. You think it's bad with infestation and the green ones running, the ancients running towards you, the green ones. Well, wait until you know, the enemy has a gun and you're in the air for 10 seconds and 5 of them are shooting you. You know, that is the downside. You almost have to change your tactics and say, well, on that basis, then I need loads of armor and loads of shield, which I have anyway, but you know where it's going. Let's just hope that they come back to the vault and they sort out that cast time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.